Hello all. I'm doing this video because I feel like every transcription that I've seen hasn't been correct on what is one of the most iconic fills that you've learned as a drummer. And that's the ending of Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin. You know, the big Bonham type fill. I'm going to play it for you right now. Every transcription I've seen so far shows the beginning just a little bit different and the triplet part a little bit different. I've seen Bonham do it live. I was actually there and saw him do it live. And what he plays live is not what I heard on the actual recording. And I'm going to explain that in a little bit. But the transcriptions that I've seen has a 16th note starting in on the ah of 3, going a 4, and then everyone seems to put these notes on the end of the beat of 4, and it's really what I think a rough on 1 rather than notes happening on the end of 4. So I see it as a 4, 1, and 2, and. That is an 8th note on a snare, 8th note on a tom. And then 3 and a, 4 and a. So it sounds something like this. I'll buy that. That's what I hear. Now, in every transcription that I have seen, it looks like what I call almost a 4-stroke rough. It's a 16th note triplet with a tag on the bass drum. That's typical. But what I heard on the recording, and I took the recording and slowed it down because I watched what the transcriptions were and I said, it didn't really sound like that. When I slowed it down, I heard the first 2 notes of the triplet, but then instead of on a bass drum and floor tom, I heard on the bass drum. So this is my take on it. And if you listen to it really, really close, and the pattern is still the same, it just sounds so much deeper on the live recording that I really think it's 2 bass drum beats instead of a floor tom. So that's the way I like to play it. Now, the third beat after the triplets, I'll grant you that one. That was what it looked like for me. With 4 N and then 1 A. And then I heard the ending triplet. So I'm going to play it for you now so you can see what I mean. This is what I heard. Sped up once again. That's my take on this. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. He had that monstrously fast double foot, and I think he featured that when he was in the studio. That sounds like the thing to me. Although this sounds good, sounds better to me. That's my take on this, Phil. Hope to see you soon.